So I just turned 43 in December and I got a tattoo. I took myself to a place and I got a tattoo. And I was like, I've always wanted to do this. And it's really important. My mom passed away, so it's a butterfly for her because she had lupus, and it's her initial and my two daughters' initials in it. Why am I holding back from what I want, how I feel, what I think? It's time.
You wanna be a boss today.
Welcome back to the BILFPod, where authenticity trumps authority. And we are here today with Kearran Giovanni. And well, first question, do you know what a BILF is?
I believe I do.
What do you think it is?
I think it is a boss I'd like to follow.
And you, my dear, are a boss. You are a boss. I am so excited about today's episode because literally your energy, as soon as you walked in the door, I could tell we're going to be BFF.
I know.
Can you not feel it?
I can feel it. And our kids are the same age and our lives parallel.
The birth date, that was really weird. Then the birth date just now,
wild.
That was really weird.
That was super weird.
So for those of you that don't know, Kearran is a true BILF. She's appeared in movies, been on Broadway. I don't know what you haven't done, right? I mean, you really are a mom, a wife, a superhero. You really are holding all hats all the time. You have to give me your whole backstory. Like, how did you go into acting? Did you already know as a child? Was this did you want to be a princess? Like, what's your story? Tell me.
I think we're all
You look
princesses.
like a princess.
You're a princess. No, you know what? I did not want to be an actor. I wanted to be an OBGYN and deliver babies. That was my whole goal in life. And I had done other things. I was a dancer. I was a gymnast. I had done track. I was a cheerleader. I'd done a lot of sports and athletics and danced for a long time. And it wasn't until I went to HSPBA, which is the High School for the Performing and Visual Arts.
I went to
that. You did?
Not for performing arts, but I went to a specialized high school for law.
That's hilarious. And look at us now. So
far.
It wasn't until then that I figured out I could actually do this as a career and, make money, and that I had talent. It took someone else telling me you could actually do this. And the person that did that ended up being my acting teacher for 4 years when I went to school. So I got into a musical theater conservatory at University of Cincinnati called CCM, and it's a very intense program where you can get cut if you have to audition for your spot every year. We started with 14, we ended with 12 people.
Wow.
It's like I said, it's very, very intense, lots of shows, lots of classes, and then we moved to New York as a class, auditioned for agents, and kind of just take the leap. So
you sing and dance. Is there anything you don't do? Do you cook also? You definitely cook too, don't you? I knew it. Probably organic food, don't you?
Not always. I mean, listen, I like a good seasoning. But yes, I do cook. So yes, I moved to New York, and it's a small world of Broadway and performers and, kind of these specialized schools that all move there together. And so in about 2 or 3 months, I started Lion King. And it just kind of took off. And I kept, every time I left, my parents were like, well, if it doesn't work out, you can come home. So I went to college, and they were like, if it doesn't work out, you can always come home.
Right.
I'd gone into Rice. And then I moved to New York, and they said, well, if it doesn't work out, you can come home.
Okay.
And it just kept working out. And I just kept saying yes. And
then you never had to go home.
I never went home.
And then how'd you end up in LA?
So I was in the middle of Anything Goes on Broadway with Sutton Foster, and I got an audition for Major Crimes, which was the show that I shot here for 7 years. And I read the script, and I was like, I'm going to get this. I knew the universe wrote that for me, and I've never been so sure about something. And I told my husband, I was like, hey, if I get this, can we move to LA? And he was like, let me see, because he's in finance, and he has there's an office out here. And I got it.
And you played a detective?
I did. I played a really badass detective.
I love that. Is that your alter ego? Was that kind of what it is?
It's so fun. The power that you wield when obviously I know we're pretending here, but there is a lot of power in a female officer. They've got to be 10 times tougher, 10 times stronger. We already are just really smart, right, women?
Yes. Mhm.
And yeah, it was so fun. I had the best time. It was a really wonderful dysfunctional family
I
for,
love
you
it.
know, 100 and however many 20 episodes that we did together. And yeah, I loved it.
That's amazing. And then in all of this, you're a mom.
I'm a mom. Yeah.
So
yeah.
how you have two girls,
I have
right?
2 girls. Yep.
17 and 14.
Yes.
And I only know that because it's the same age as
I
my
know. It's so crazy.
And so how do you do it? Like, how do you juggle?
Oh, man.
Or is that not even a real thing? Because that's not like a real
No,
thing.
I mean, I think that as women with careers, even if we didn't have careers, we juggle family, right? Like, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're usually, I'm not saying always, but you're usually the one that has it all together,
Yeah.
right? You've got the calendar, you know who's got ballet, you know who's got track, you're buying the gifts for the birthday parties, like that's what we do. So you add work into it and it's a harder struggle bus as far as scheduling, right? But being super organized is the only way that I don't lose my mind.
Yeah.
Like I would just have to be, my calendar looks like I literally threw the alphabet at it. But, the older they get, it's like a different kind of busy.
Yeah.
Then you become the chauffeur. Then it's like you're just driving them. It's emotional. They're having their things. They have their own social lives and stuff.
So crazy.
But it's crazy, So I think, yeah, just like making sure that I'm really organized and that the calendar is like up to date. And, the older they've gotten and the more I've mommed, right? Sometimes like you have to say no, which can be hard to do, right? We want to please our kids. We want them to like
Yeah.
us, but sometimes when you're all hands are on deck and there's just not enough hands, you have to say no. And that's really hard, I think, for a lot of women, a lot of boss women, right? Because all we do is we make sure we check off boxes
Yeah.
all day, right? Who
Yes.
needs what? What can I do for you? And sometimes you just have to be like, I can't take you. You just, no,
Sorry. Yeah, that's 100%. Do your kids think you're so cool?
Sometimes I'm a super nerd, so like I think they see both sides of me. Like they see the like mom who's on set who's going to like fun things and taking pictures and all this stuff, and then they also see like the super nerd that goes to Disneyland and like rides with her best friend from college. Like I don't know. I go like I am a super nerd, just so you know.
Oh my God.
Don't let this makeup fool you.
I have rules. I don't know. Do you have rules? Like I have rules. I'm like, my kids have assigned rules to me. I've talked about this like a few times.
Oh.
Yeah. I apparently am really not that cool. They do not think I'm that cool. No. And I'm embarrassing.
Oh no.
I'm embarrassing. Yes.
How are you embarrassing?
I don't
First of all,
know.
you're like, look at this outfit.
I'm embarrassing.
Look at this face. Look at this hair. Look at this. Look at what
think
you're
I'm
doing.
Cool. I think I'm cool. No, not. I have specific rules. I have guidelines. I have, what else do I have? I should be a mute, really. But we have a good time. We have a
Yes,
no,
I know.
we
They're
have
just messing with you though. Mine do the same thing. They're like, Mom, no. I'm like, no, that's not cool. And they're like, no, it's not.
It's hard though. Would you say I struggle with this a lot, societal views and having a daughter, right? And you are glammed up, you're beautiful, right? No, you are. You're exquisite. But there's a lot of women, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but it's happened to me, where outside women, they have their views on being a working mom. This is a big struggle. Even people in my own family have said, the unsolicited advice that you get from people. I love that. People just want to throw up their advice on you. I love it.
I didn't ask.
But I didn't ask for your opinion. But how do you deal with that? Like, has that happened to you where people are like, wait, you're raising kids and you're a mom? Has this happened before where people have their own unsolicited advice to you about this?
It's funny. Not anymore. I mean, I think that people see like what I do and, when you're acting and especially during TV and film, you're not gone. At least I'm not gone all the time. I have weekends with my kids. I'm around. We do lots of things. You have lots of breaks. I think when I was doing Broadway, it was a lot harder because you're gone, it's not just you're working weekends, you're working Christmas, Thanksgiving, like every holiday that everybody else is off on vacation, you're doing work. And so that was a struggle for me. And I was really sensitive about it. And yes, there were people that were like, well, it's not like you're making $1 million. You could just stay home. And thank God I didn't just stay home. Thank God I did not just go, you know what?
I couldn't do it.
You're right. I should. I'm only making a little bit. No, I was on Broadway. Like I did not give myself enough credit for doing both at the same time. I felt shame. And that's what those people try to do to you. They try to shame you into like this preconceived, societal norm that all you have to give is for your kids. Everyone should know by now that women can give and give and give. Kids, husband, work, neighbors, charities, friends. I memean,
it doesn't stop.
It's endless, right? It's as much as you want it to be. And so, I definitely had those people. And it's so funny you asked that. I just looked back and I remember this very pivotal moment where I got this job and I was like, oh, should I take it? Should I take it? It was Finian's Rainbow on Broadway. And I was like trying to get pregnant with our next one. And people were like, I don't know. And I met some of the most important people in my life during that show. A choreographer that I ended up working with for years. I ended up doing Hugh Jackman with him. I mean, it's never-ending relationships that I still have. So
I love that. Yeah. And you said something really funny. Like you were like, no regrets. Because I was saying I travel and you're like, no regrets. But I feel like a lot of women do live with regrets. And my grandma would tell me all the time, this ain't no dress rehearsal. You got one shot at this life. And for me, I feel like, and I could be wrong, look, whatever, to each his own. But for me, my kids, first of all, are very happy that I work. And they are never on the sidelines judging me, but more like, that's a badass mom.
Yes.
And that's what I'm trying to teach my children. Yes. Not to maybe be away from the family all the time, but I want my daughter, especially my daughter, because of society and because, there are women, did you know that women could not buy homes alone until the 70s?
Isn't that wild when we think about it? Now, to our kids, the 70s seem like 1,000 years ago, but it's really not that long ago. Couldn't have a checking account, couldn't get a car. Like,
open a business.
Our parents were part of that.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
That's crazy. But I want my daughter to know that there's no limitation in life.
100%,
Zero.
100%.
Nothing. And I'm in a male-dominated industry. So I purposely work as hard as I do, juggling a million things, being a mom, because I am a full-time mom. I work all the time, but I'm a full-time mom. Yeah. Still do it. I do cook too, still do it, but I feel like it's so important when you have daughters, especially, to kind of get that societal norm, whatever that is, and let them know that you can do anything you want.
Anything. Yeah. And that doesn't mean that you can't be a stay-at-home mom.
Look at you.
You can do that too. You can do whatever you want. As long as you're making a choice that you feel like is best for you, that you're happy with at the end of the day, that you feel like is best for your family, then no judgments. The last thing we should be doing, especially as women, is judging each other's choices. I don't care. Listen, what do I always say? My kids know, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Oh, that's so true.
I don't care. It does not affect me. I'm going to get up tomorrow and do the same thing I was going to do. So you do you, I'll do me.
Yeah. And I might not be your cup of tea, but that's okay.
And that's fine.
It's fine.
There's a lot of fish in this. See,
I'll find somebody else.
I'll find some people.
Yeah, it's all right. It is okay. It's just funny having daughters though, because I feel like I have to be even more of a woman for my daughter because those eyes are looking at you all the time. So authenticity, I'm doing like this whole thing, like really not doing this whole thing. Like now I really want to live my real truth, however that looks. Right. Like unapologetically me. Same. It's taken a long time to get there.
It's an age thing too. I'm 43. I just don't.
We're the same age.
Care. Shut the front door. That's crazy. Okay, I don't know what's happening here.
We grew up the same time, but we're the same age.
But yes, I feel the same.
But it took a while.
Yeah. Yes. I literally feel like, so I just turned 43 in December and I got a tattoo. Wow. I took myself
I love them.
to a place and I got a tattoo. I love that for you. And I was like, I've always wanted to do this. And it's really important. My mom passed away. So it's a butterfly for her because she had lupus. And it's her initial and my two daughters' initials in it. And
do you want to die? I have an L with my kid. That's my kids. This is so.
That's so weird.
This is so crazy.
That's so wild. Okay.
But I love tattoos.
But now I'm obsessed. I see why people get multiple. But yeah, I feel you. I just feel like at this age, like your mom said, this is it. Why am I holding back from what I want, how I feel, what I think? It's time.
I'm sure in going through and being an actress and being on Broadway, I am sure that you had to overcome a lot of things, insecurities, anxieties. And now, same thing for me in my business. And now I'm just at a point in my life where this is who I am. Like, take it or leave it. This is who I am. I am unapologetically me, but I want my daughter to feel that way too.
Yeah.
It is so important for young women because young women are subjected to social media and their friends. I mean, they deal with a lot more shit than we ever
Oh my gosh,
did.
yes, 100%. I mean, I will say my kids don't have social media and
At all, zero?
zero.
Probably better.
They have a Pinterest board and that's it.
That's okay.
But I do like, and to each his own, but we passed over the hump already where they ask about it and ask for it. They're kind of over it.
Yeah.
And they do see their friends, like opinions being altered by social media or like how they're dressing or what they think is cool or whatever. She's like, oh my God, it starts to be like everyone just is doing this because. Why are they wearing that? Well, because. Why do they think that about that lip gloss? Well, because. And like these kids are starting to not be able to form their own opinions, right?
Yeah.
Like because they need someone else or social media to tell them that they've made a right choice.
Yeah.
And just what you're doing in your work, you know, your kids see you making choices and being a BILF and, you know, taking the reins of your job and your career and all these things. And that's what's most important, that you're showing them already. Like it's not even about what job you have, but what you're doing is you're erasing all that stuff from social media that they're seeing and you're showing them what it's really like to stand up on your own 2 feet, have your own opinions and make yourself known as important to you. And that's what we're doing. You're doing it.
Yeah, you too. I mean, isn't Hollywood male dominated too?
Yes.
Wasn't it? Yeah, right. So you're up against, I mean, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then you have to look a certain way, right? If you don't play the part, what about, I mean, if you don't look the part, I'm sure that's something that you had to overcome.
Yeah. I mean, it's changing a little bit, but, you know, I think especially as a Black woman in Hollywood, it's tricky. It's tricky because there's a feeling of this.
What is it like being a Black woman in Hollywood?
Oh, she's tough. And that's not to say that we're not working, right? There's a lot of Black women in Hollywood that are working, but there is a bit of this like monolithic thinking, like we have to be a certain way to be cast as a certain type of Black person, right? There's like, well, she's not urban enough. She's not ethnic enough. She's not dark enough. She's too dark. It's like whatever their version in their mind is. And I mean like executive casting, whatever in their mind, that's like, they have this idea when the words are on the page that it must be this kind of Black person. And it's really, it's eye-opening, right? When you really get down to it, or the why of like why people get called in or why people get cast, that kind of stuff. It's not easy.
I think it's eye-opening how the world sees things today still.
Yeah.
Like people think that prejudice is gone. It's not. You know, people's stigmas are gone. It's not gone.
No.
And I don't think that people really realize that all of the things that we thought we've passed, they still exist.
Yeah, no,
I think more so now than ever before. We're living in such an incredibly crazy society.
It's wild right now.
It's so crazy.
It's wild. I don't even know. It's wild. Yeah.
With race, religion, gender, sexuality, everything.
Yeah,
We didn't have
100%.
this growing up.
No, I mean, and listen, we didn't have a lot of, it's not to say that it's just social media, but like things are just more attainable as far as information now, right? So like, it's so easy and it's every second you're hearing in real time life happening. And I just think we're also more aware. People are more open. People are louder. The voices have changed, right? So I don't know. It is wild. Yeah. But I think Hollywood for sure, like I want to say that we've changed a ton and we have, like we've gotten rid of some people that needed to go. But those conversations that are inappropriate or racially biased or sexually biased are still happening. Like they're not happening.
Yeah,
they're
sure.
just done behind closed doors.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry, Hollywood.
I mean, it's the truth. I mean, keep it real. It's the same. It's the same thing in my industry. I come from a male-dominated, predominantly white male-dominated industry. Here I come in 15 years ago, this loud mouth, young. I don't look white. I don't look Spanish. I don't look Black. Everyone's looking at me like, what is she? Mm-hmm. And now I'm young too on top of that. So the stigmas, don't get twisted. It's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there. And it just boggles my mind, the ignorance that people still hold.
Sure.
It's
or if
so
you're
crazy.
like I'm sure, first of all, you're gorgeous. They go, well, she's so pretty. She must not be smart.
Yeah.
Like,
Or yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, well, she's like too pretty, right? Or they're like, oh, she's so pretty. She can't be funny. I'm like, no, look at what, and that's still even,
This
comedy.
used to happen to me.
I'm sure it does.
Still, they used to happen to me all the time.
I'm sure they're like, you're the assistant or,
Oh
you're
my
someone's
God.
wife.
Or if I sold, it was because my boobs were big. It couldn't be because I was a good
Couldn't
salesperson.
be.
No.
God forbid that it's
No,
like
no
because
brains.
you're actually,
No. Actually, one of the first times I'll never forget this. I was walking into an insurance meeting. It was like one of the first sales meetings they ever had. Like they had this big thing. I walk in and people are like looking, they're chattering. And obviously like there's not a lot of women in the room. There might've been like one or two. And I'll never forget, I sit down next to this older white gentleman and he was like, we were talking. He's like, you're cute. I was like, okay. He's like, I don't know about your look. And I was like, my look? And he's like, how are people going to take you seriously? I'm thinking to myself, this man does not know that I graduated with a master's and an undergraduate degree in criminal justice. Like I was on my way to be a lawyer. Like this was your life. This was not supposed, like, who is this guy? He had no idea, but that's how I started.
Who do you think you are? How could you talk to someone? Can you imagine like.
I would never say this.
I would never walk up to a male anywhere, honestly. I don't care if I was in a bar and go, you're cute, but I don't know about this look. I mean, who says that?
It's that unsolicited advice.
Unsolicited.
I love it.
Nobody asked, Grandpa. Nobody asked.
I literally said this to me. I could not believe it. And lo and behold, years later, I ended up doing very well. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't easy.
Wow.
There was a lot of knockdown. There was a lot. How many times did you fail before you finally succeeded?
I mean, we fail every day as actors, right? Like they send a script, we fail, and fail is a harsh word, but you have to be okay with no. Like that's the hugest part of this business. You cannot be soft. It will take you down. It is like a really, really hard relationship to be in that you keep going back to all the time.
Yeah.
And you get told no. I mean, especially like I would say before COVID, things were a little bit different. You were really going into offices and it was like there was a real pilot season. It was before like tech decided to take over TV. Like we needed you. And so, those were like no's every day. It was like a no, a no, a no. And then you would get one and you're like, oh, yes.
It's just like
it
sales.
Validates, all the work you've done. And really, obviously, as actors, we know that it's not usually us, right? It's like we just didn't fit right inside of that little pocket that they wanted, and it's not personal, but it can be really hard after a while.
How many times were you rejected?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, you lose count. Thousands, I'm sure. Thousands. I mean,
but you're resilient, obviously, because you kept going back and getting up and doing it and taking that lesson and applying it and just building.
Yeah, it's funny. Broadway, once I got there, I realized pretty quickly that I was good. I was like, okay, I can work. I will work. And I didn't stop. I went from show to show to show. I did 9 Broadway shows. I had my 2 kids in between, pregnant in 2 of them. And TV was where I really wanted to like break into and do some more TV and film. And so, I got my foot in the door by doing a soap in New York for a couple of years, which was really fun.
Which
and
one
like
did you do?
I did One Life to Live.
Did you?
Yeah, for a couple of years. Yeah, it was great. It was really good training ground. I learned how to memorize lines very, very quickly.
A lot of people start.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It is a great training ground.
Yeah.
And it's a good in between of Broadway and TV because they don't hand hold. They're like, say your lines, cry when I tell you. And tomorrow it's Christmas and the next day it's Thanksgiving. And then this day over here, you'll film like 16 different days in a week.
Wow.
And it moves really, really fast. And I learned a lot doing that.
So that was your break. So that's where you started. And then
that's where, I would say like Broadway's kind of my break, but yeah, doing the soap trained me a lot. And then, in New York, as a theater person, you try to do like little, TV jobs here and there. Like you'll try to do a Law and Order, or you'll try to do, whatever is in town kind of filming and these little one-offs. But I would say like soap opera for sure, like doing that for a couple of years. I felt confident enough, like going out for series.
Did they make you die
stuff.
and then you came back to life?
Oh my gosh, no, I did not. I did not die, but I was only on a soap. So I was a neurologist. I was a neurologist. And I fell in love with my boyfriend's brother while I was doing brain surgery on him.
Oh my God.
And then my best friend, who's still one of my best friends, who was actually on the show, was going to give birth. And I switched switched over to OBGYN to deliver her baby for her, just like overnight.
That was your dream anyways. You got to live out your
yes,
dream.
Frank Valentini, who's the producer and is still of another show of General Hospital, was like, okay, you want to be an OBGYN? Great. So I was an OBGYN, delivered my best friend's baby.
I love it.
And yeah, so I was a doctor on the show. It was really fun.
I love that. Oh my God, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I love that for you. What's your like best or most memorable experience, either in Broadway or television, movie?
Oh gosh, I have so many. It's wild.
Or you
It's
can
funny.
say craziest. What's like your craziest experience?
Have I had a crazy experience? I'm like, I don't know. It's pretty tame over here in my TV and film life. I think my most fun was probably working with Hugh Jackman. We did a show on Broadway, like in a kind of a limited run called Hugh Jackman Back on Broadway, for about 10 months. And it was like the most fun rock concert, screaming fan. I felt like we were at like a Bon Jovi concert every night. People were like taking off their clothes and throwing them on stage. It was wild. And that was probably the most fun. And he's such a great guy. And, you know, he walks in, he knows by week 1, he knows every single person's name. That's like his superpower. He can, from the bathroom attendant to, you know, whoever's next to him on stage, obviously. But yeah, that was probably like the most like wild and crazy fun time. And then we took it on the road. We went to Philly and Istanbul, and it was fantastic. So.
I'm just picturing you right now on stage. Like I could totally, because I can just see it, because you are such a force that I could see it. Like I could see you singing and dancing, and like not with like the dancing, but you know, like with the dancing hands. But I could just see it. I literally can picture you. I mean, you are breathtaking.
Oh,
so I can
gosh.
just see you, and captivating, well-spoken, beautiful.
Often.
I mean, no, you are. I'm like picturing this as you like poised. Oh my God. What was your favorite role?
Oh,
besides the guy, I know you really wanted to be a gynecologist.
I did want to be a gynecologist. It's funny. I played a doctor. I played a lawyer. I played a DA. Like, so funny. My favorite. I mean, honestly, I would say Amy Sykes, just because I know her so well and I played her for so long, and she was kind of my first big person and character and thing that I got to really, you know, kind of grow up with her. Because she starts as this kind of rookie and then ends up, you know, kind of leading. And so I would say her. And then I did a show for BET called American Soul. And that was so much fun because I got to play a serial killer. And she actually was based on this group of like French female serial killers in the 60s that were like very highly skilled, these like kind of black widows that would go in for the mob or for the government and like under the radar commit murder. And it was so much fun. I had the best, it was all like 70s, beautiful suits and hats. And she was crazy. So that was probably like the most just like full body fun TV thing that I've ever got to do.
That's really fun. What does your husband think about all this?
He loves it. I mean, it's
super
so
supportive.
Far away from what he does. He's like the most like, I met him when he was, you know, wearing suits and stuff, and he does finance. So he actually grew up going to the theater and loving the theater. That was like his birthday gift every year was going into New York and seeing a show and going to dinner. So he's like seeing the original Wiz on Broadway. I mean, like he loves it. Yeah, I think he thinks it's pretty cool. You know, I mean,
supportive.
He's very supportive and you know, always thinks that I should get it. And he's like, well, they're idiots if they don't give you this job or pay you this or whatever, you know. So yeah, always. Yeah.
So important. My husband too. My husband is definitely different than I am. He is an introvert. He's in the same business. Yeah, he's in the same business. He's more of a finance guy too. He's the lead guy. So we do sales, but he's like behind the scenes. He doesn't deal with the people. Tries not to at least, but super supportive of everything that I do. Like, awesome. But isn't that important though to have like, I need a strong man, but you can't go really in front of me. You can walk next to me. But you know, sometimes you need a man that's going to just rope you in sometimes. Yes. But yeah, but it is so important to have a spouse that is completely supportive.
100%. I'm sure like with your traveling, you need someone that's like, yeah, I got it. Like,
yeah, he don't say that, but yeah, I mean, he travels also.
He travels also. Okay.
He does travel.
So does
also.
Mine actually. He's going to New York. He's got some stuff going on. Yeah. But, you know, I think our kids are older. And so it's gotten easier. I mean, I have one that's driving. And so,
yours
you know.
The older one drives.
Yeah, the older one drives. Too. So it's gotten much easier. I would say, obviously, when you're little, the kids don't care like where you are. They just want mommy like
Yeah.
they don't care if I'm curing cancer. They're like, okay, good. And
It's so
pick
true.
me up.
Yeah.
So it's gotten easier. But yeah, having someone who's like knows that what you're doing is important for you, for other people, for your family. It's
that's
key.
So important. It's so important to have a spouse that is completely so. I mean, I come up with some outlandish things, and still he's like, "Let's go, let's roll with it, let's go, let's try it."
Look at what's happening.
Yeah, here
you're doing it.
This is totally outside of my. And when we came to him with the idea, he was like, "Let's go, let's try it.
Do it.
It's okay." He's here out. He came to LA just to support my shenanigans. He's always support.
I can't wait to meet him tonight.
Yeah,
you'll be there.
Yeah,
okay,
you'll meet him. Yeah, he's super reserved. But are you bringing your husband?
No, he's got to take daughter to practice. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I know. I have my daughter.
Yeah, the other one's got musical rehearsal, and then she's got volleyball. So they're.
Now, neither one of your daughters want to go into acting, huh?
My 14-year-old, like, she goes back and forth, but I think she really, she likes the idea of acting. You know what I mean? And
there's a lot to it.
A lot of people like fantasize this business, and they think it's just like, people paparazzi and all this stuff, but it's a lot of work and it's a lot of rejection, and you cannot be sensitive. And, when you come home from school, there might be an audition of stuff you have to memorize, and then you have to do homework, and then you have to like go to the audition, and then it's a lot, and I think she tried it a couple years ago, and she ended up kind of like it petered out, because she was like, she'd get home and be like, I don't want to. I'm like, well, that's what it takes, And so that's how I know. Even though she'll be like, I want to be an actress. I'm like, I don't think you do. Because if you want to, like if you want it, it's because it's so hard, you will like do everything in your power to do it, right? It's got to be a passion. Yeah, it's got to be like a burning desire. And funny enough, like the only time that I go back and forth, because like I said, this business is weird. And I'm like, oh, I should have been a doctor. I should have been a doctor. But then when I'm not working, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like I've realized like I need it. Like it really is a part of me. And I think I had like, I don't want to say shame, but like when you live in LA and you ask everyone what they do, inevitably someone's like, I'm an actor, I'm an actor, I'm an actor, I'm an actor. And you're like, oh my God. So people are like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm an actor. I'm like, I'm an actor.
But you really are. You can be like, I really am.
Well, inevitably the next question is, so what are you working on?
Oh my God.
Inevitably. It just is. And so I was always a little like, I didn't want to say anything, but I've now, like we said, in our age and
we've seasoned
and kind of like, really coming into love with yourself. I'm like, no, I am an actor. Like that's what I do. I'm good at it. I've been doing it a long time. I enjoy it. It's my career. Like I can actually say that, like that's what I do. And it took a long time to like own my choice for doing this and not doing something like being a doctor or going into whatever field that I thought I should have been in that would make me successful.
Yeah.
I
think it's just a stigma. What about your parents? What did they think? Like my mom's still waiting for me to go to law school.
I think that ship has sailed. And also like, okay, self-made millionaire, I think you're fine.
This is like, someone is still like, Esquire would still look good in your name. I'm like, Mom, let it go.
I love your mom.
You'll see
Does
her
she have
tonight.
an accent? Oh my God, I love
Brooklyn,
her.
New York.
Yes.
The Rand.
All my in-laws are from
my
whole
God.
side of the family.
She's so much fun though.
Brooklyn.
She's just kidding now. But always she's like, you could have. There are two careers in everyone's life. I'm like, all right, Mom. All right, let's give it a rest. Let's give it a rest,
hilarious.
Mom.
No, they've honestly always been supportive. I think it's because I was already like doing so much of it in high school and kind of not so much like performing, but I think they always knew I would do something like that. And so, like I said, they were like, if it doesn't work out, just come home. Like you can go back to school for whatever. And it's worked out for the most part, I would say. But I do, it's always funny. I don't know about you, but like when I go home, like cousins and like people like that have seen me like through my career or like, I'll be on a magazine cover or whatever. They're like, so, how's the acting going? And I'm like, it's going?
Yeah, like how do you even answer that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I'm like, it's going. It's good. Uh-huh.
It's that I get
like unless they see you on Grey's Anatomy every day, they like don't believe that you're an actor. You know what I mean? Like you have to be like in this like long running, whatever. So anyway, I just did this movie and they were all so excited because it actually opened in theaters. And so they were like, oh my God, like now we can tell everyone she's in theaters. Like, wow.
What?
It's hilarious. I mean, I'm from the South and they're just, they're sweet.
Wait, what? They really said that you've been on Broadway.
It's different.
You've been on TV shows.
They want like tangibility to tell their friends. Do you know what I mean? They want to be able to be like, yeah, look at my cousin. She's in a movie. Like it's playing. Let's go watch my cousin. It's, they're bless their hearts.
Yes, that's all. Yeah, that's a really nice.
Bless their
way to say it.
hearts.
Bless their hearts.
They're
yes.
proud. They just haven't had like finishing school. Do you know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally get it. Yeah, it's like when I see my family too. They're always like, so how's it going? You know, how I don't even think they know what I do. I think that's like my real job, what I really do. It's the same thing. I'm like, it's going. So is everything okay? Everything's fine. It's like, I don't know, like, where are you going with this?
Yeah, like, what do you think I'm doing? Like,
I don't know what they think. Maybe they think like, I really do think that they think I'm like part of the cartel. I think my neighbors think this. I'm almost convinced. I'm not kidding. I promise you, I think my neighbors really think that I'm part of the cartel.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. I've never spoken to any of them, but I think they think that like I do something either illegal or not appropriate, or I'm almost convinced
or
of
that
this.
you're like a madam.
Maybe.
But
I think I'd be a good madam.
I think you would be,
right?
because you have to be a boss to be a madam. You got to keep all those people in line and the other people in line.
That could be your next role.
Ooh, a madam.
Yes, or like Teresa, from, oh my God, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, yes, yeah.
I can't think of it.
I can't think of it either.
But you know who I'm talking about,
yes,
where she's like, she's running it. Oh, I could so see it.
We'll see.
That can be, I'm manifesting it for you.
We'll see. I always say I would love to Mariska Hargitay a role for the rest of my life. Like that woman has like nailed down the formula. It's been 26 seasons of Law and Order SVU,
Wow.
and she's like still happily doing her thing, and just,
I love
dreams,
that.
goals.
I think you have definitely attained your goals.
Thank you.
What's next for you?
Oh gosh. Well, the movie that we did, Homestead, actually has a series component to it. So we filmed a couple of episodes, kind of as like test ground. And I think we're going back in May, and we'll shoot the rest of the season out. And that shoots in Utah, which is beautiful.
I love Utah.
Yeah, like right in Bountiful, in this beautiful, like gorgeous place. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm working on some scripts and piloting and things like that. And yeah, I've kind of not shifted, but I've added, I would say, writing and doing my own projects, which is really fun.
Producing?
So I'm working on my first one right now. And it's really exciting. Like again, like I had to give myself permission to add that on, because I was like, we all have like imposter syndrome for one reason or the other. And I was like, am I though? Like,
then you have to reel yourself back in.
Yeah. And then I was at Sundance with a friend of mine from college, and he was like, yes, like you need to, when you meet people, you need to say, and they go, oh, what do? You can say actor, writer. You can say actor, producer. Like you are doing it. Like stop taking that away from yourself. And so, yes, I am multi-hyphenated now, but yes, we're working on it, getting our backing and finishing up my script and stuff.
You own it. You are.
Yeah, you have to.
Listen, it doesn't matter. We don't care about unsolicited advice.
Exactly.
It does not matter. You can write whatever you want now. And I think, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you've earned that.
I hope you're.
With all your, I'm so impressed by you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed by you.
I'm not that impressed.
I'm just making art over here. You're like,
stop. No. I'm not that impressive. So let me ask you one last question. Mm-hmm. Broadway, would you go back to Broadway?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. It's funny. Someone was like, what do you, like, are you sad your kids are going to college soon? And da-da-da. And I was like, yes, I will miss them so much. And they were like, is there anything you're looking forward to? And I said, I'm looking forward to working without guilt. And like, because, for whatever, it'll be 18 years plus, the other one, doesn't stop me from doing what I'm doing.
Right. But it's still in there.
A little bit of,
it's
that
always
little,
in there.
I got to travel or whatever it is. And I don't know what it's like, because I had kids in the middle of a very big career. And so, I'm looking forward to, like, if someone's like, hey, do you want to go to Istanbul and do this movie? Yeah. Book that ticket. I'm out, right? Or do you want to go back to Broadway? And I'm like, the only reason I haven't gone back, because I have been blessed with offers, is I can't leave for 8 months. Yeah. And you can't come home. It's like, it's too hard. You got one day off and it's a Monday.
That's one sacrifice. I think that's a pretty big non-negotiable.
Yeah. So I think, I would definitely go back. I'm looking forward to it.
What would you secretly, like, if you can star in any Broadway show, what would it be?
Aida? Yeah. It's the most beautiful musical. It actually was ending right when I got to New York. It had just finished. It's kind of a story of actually Disney adapted it, but it's basically kind of a story of Romeo and Juliet, but set in Africa. And it's, this prince who's going to be the king, and he falls in love with this young, enslaved woman, and they fall in love, and they die together because they can't have each other.
Forbidden love.
It's a beautiful story, and the music is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that would be like my.
That is amazing. You know what? One of my favorites,
Yeah,
and
what
it's
is it?
really because of my daughter. Like she loves the theater like I do. Moulin Rouge.
Oh, it's so fun.
I almost got kicked out of the theater for like being obnoxious.
You were
and
singing too
like,
loud?
Yes. And these ladies running around. She was so pissed.
Oh my God, that's
and I
so
was
funny.
like, I looked at her like, what are we here for?
That's
or whatever.
hilarious. You're
Yeah.
like, lady, it's not a sing along.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I love Moulin Rouge. I mean, the
It's so
music, everything. But really, you know why? Because I got to see it through my daughter's eyes.
Oh,
That's why.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw Jingle Bell. I went to see Jingle Bell too.
Oh, fun. How was that?
I did not know.
see it.
The only person I knew was Teddy Swims.
Oh.
And that's because I know his like big song.
Yeah.
But all the other ones, I had no idea who these people
Like,
were.
I didn't.
And they're like big teen, because remember like growing up, like New Kids on the Block.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
These are like those kind of names. I had no idea who they
Oh,
were.
I don't know. My daughter puts on like the Sirius in my car, and
have
she
no
sings
idea.
along, and I'm like,
No
if it's not
idea.
on the radio, I don't know what you're listening to. I have no idea.
Who's your
I know.
favorite artist?
Oh, that's hard.
Or what's your favorite genre?
I mean, I'm a pop girl. Maybe it's because like I love '90s R&B. Like, give me some like throwback.
Jodeci, some
like,
Jodeci.
yes. I mean, yeah. That's like if I could just listen to
Genuine.
that. Oh my gosh. I mean, yes.
Some Pony. That's my favorite. I can't sing, girl. I'll be your backup. Be like,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's like I like old school.
me too.
You know,
Me too. My
Show
favorite
age,
is
but-
Snoop Dogg, hands down. Snoop Dogg. Love Snoop. Love me.
Someone
some
needs to
Snoop.
put together one of those big concert benefits, but all like '90s R&B.
I went to.
stuff.
They have
You
it in
did?
Vegas. They have one. You don't know about the one in Vegas?
No.
I did. Oh my God, what's it called? It's for Lovin' something.
Uh-huh.
Was it? Lovers and Friends. Lovers and Friends. Let me tell you, Missy Elliott is there. She looks really good.
Oh yes.
really
I've
good.
seen her recently. She
Mariah
does look good.
Carey was there. There was just Genuine was there, but what I don't want to say anything because it's.
Okay.
But when I saw Genuine, I was like, "That's not Genuine. That's not him.
No,
It's
did
not
he
him."
change?
Mhm.
Okay.
He changed.
Well.
He fell off the stage too when I was there. He fell.
Oh
Yeah.
no, baby. Bless
He
his
did.
heart.
He did, but you know what? He still sang his little Genuine self out. It was the best time of my entire life.
That sounds like so much fun. I know. I actually want to go see Usher when he comes back.
I
through
saw
here.
him in concert.
I
I
wanted
danced
to
with
go. I was
Usher.
supposed to
I
go.
danced
My
with
friend's
him, girl.
his backup dancer. Oh, I wanna go.
I danced with him. Talk about a supportive husband. My husband saw like his concert in Vegas because he had residency.
Uh-huh.
So he saw where Usher like comes out and dances with the girls. So he's like, Mara, sit right here. I'll show
Your
you. I
husband
promise.
like planned that for
Planned
you?
it.
Oh
So
no, my
Usher
husband would
comes out,
not
takes
be
it.
having that.
Usher does like his little spin with, oh my God. I was,
You're hilarious. Okay, random fun fact. So I used to go to, it's not there anymore because she doesn't do it anymore, but there used to be this very exclusive soul cycle teacher, Angela Davis, who is this amazing motivational speaker, this Black woman, and she was an elite track runner. And she taught this class that was like the hardest soul cycle class and the hardest ticket in town. Unless you knew her,
wow.
you could not get in. But I was part of the crew, and most of my rides were me, Usher, David Beckham, his wife, Beyonce, Jay-Z,
This is who
L.A.
was all hanging
Reid.
out with you in the class?
Everybody, yes, it was like Black Hollywood on bikes. It was
I'm
the most
dead.
fun of my life. But I used to sit next to Usher, and he'd be like kind of like slacking. I'd be like, "You're Usher. I'm going to need you to pick it up, sir." But yeah, so we actually know each other randomly. from
I
Soul Cycle.
love him.
Isn't that
He's an
hilarious?
incredible performer.
He's incredible.
The best concert
so
I've
much
ever
fun.
seen.
And like, not to be like age, but like, isn't he like in his 50s? Like
No,
he is still. He's
like,
not.
He's like our age.
Is he?
I think he's
I
like
thought he was
45.
older than that.
I think he's like 45.
Well, anyway, he still looks good, and
Oh.
he's roller skating. I would not be doing that.
He
I can
looks
dance,
so
but I would hurt myself.
not roller skate. No way. No.
No,
I can
not
roller
for me.
skate, but I'm not doing it now.
No, I'm
not
not.
on stage. Not like he's
No,
doing.
I barely ice skate. That's as like far as I go.
I'm dead. I can't with you.
You're hilarious. Oh my gosh, this is meant to be.
Derek keeps introducing me to people that are like my kinder.
He is like the matchmaker of the century. Honestly, like I love him so much.
I love
is just his story is such an inspiration, and he's one of those people that like obviously I don't really feel bad about myself, but like he's so good. He's just a good human
everything,
being.
everything about him.
Like he really genuinely cares and is an honest person. And I just
love him.
Hilarious. You know, we met like drunkenly walking down the street at Sundance,
I'm dead.
like 12 years ago. I was like, I think we had the same publicist. And he was wearing the wackiest outfits. And I was like, we're going to be best friends.
I love him.
And
He's unapologetically
we're
him.
just, we've just held on since then.
I love it. It's been so much fun. If people want to find you, because they're going to want to find you.
Oh, you're funny.
So where would they find you?
I'm just me at Kearran Giovanni everywhere. You can just look for me, find me. I reply to messages. I'm that person.
Yeah, me too. I do it too.
I'm like, yeah, sure. What's up?
It's
Just
been
a
so
person.
fun. hanging
This
out
is
with
so
you.
fun.
You are a true BILF. I hope you had as much fun as I did.
I did. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Thank you. Until next time. Bye, guys.
You wanna be a boss today. No shortcuts, no